Hey, what's up, everybody? Hey, Nez, what's going on? Hello, hello, hello. All right. Well, the snow has started. Don't know how much we're going to get. They're calling for up to 2 feet, anywhere from 16 to 18 to 24. Drop cups, what's up? Yeah, the snow is falling as if 2020 wasn't bad enough already. Not here in Rhode Island. Not yet. It's heading that way, I do believe. But yeah, like I said, as if 2020 wasn't bad enough already with all this going on, Mr. Hall. Yep, getting lots of snow. Yeah, we had pandemics and all kinds of crazy stuff. A wacky election. And now they're calling for 2 feet of snow. Woohoo! Gypsy Lee, what's up? Tonight, 12 plus. Yeah, it's supposed to just head on up north, yeah. Leave Pennsylvania, go up into New York. Am I blocked? Doc Snyder, what's up? Hello, Carrie Joe. Yeah, leave here, go up New York, Connecticut, up into Massachusetts, and on up. No audio, just spinning. Oh, really? But yeah, it's been crazy. I don't know. Sometimes we get right where I am. I guess it's because of the way we are in the valley. Sometimes we get into like a little bubble where there's like lots of snow all around us, and we get snow, but sometimes it kind of gets all weird. They actually treated the roads last night. Sounds fine. All right, thanks, Dale. Appreciate the heads up. But yeah, they treated the roads last night, and today, seen them going up and down the street a couple times, and they're not dropping the plows yet, but they're still treating. So hey, Margie. So the roads are clear, sidewalk, grass, and the cars are covered. We don't have a lot yet. It just started a couple hours ago. I guess the bulk of it's supposed to be during the overnight hours. So yeah, we're getting the snow. Waiting to see exactly how much we got. But yeah, it's crazy because, well, with we're on lockdown again too. So as soon as people started hearing about that, they went to the grocery store, of course, and went bananas. Oh, you got audio now? Cool. So yeah, they hit the stores and started wiping out the shelves because we were on lockdown again. And now, of course, they say 2 feet of snow. So yeah, they went nuts again. The good thing is it's work for my son. He's working days that he usually doesn't. So yeah, man. But yeah, we always have stuff. We usually don't run out of things because we're Costco shoppers. Too early for cocktails? Never. Especially during a snowstorm. I might have to see if a guy in Kahlua can dump in some coffee later. Doesn't that sound good? Nice hot coffee with some Kahlua in it. Oh yeah. I don't have any Baileys, or I'd put Baileys in that baby. This storm called Gale is the big one. Well, the way I was looking at it and seeing it, I guess there's two of them. One that's coming from here and one coming up from the south, and they kind of like met right Virginia area, and then just scooting up the coast. And then I guess now they're checking to see, now they're checking to see, they're watching the, what's up, Desert Diva? Store in New Mexico only allow 25% capacity. You should see the line outside at Walmart. Yeah, I could imagine. Well, we're supposed to get 2 feet of snow, so everybody done all their shopping last night. I'm sure there's some scragglers out today, but they'll probably be pretty sad when they get to the store. My son worked last night. He said, yeah, it's bread, milk, eggs. Yeah, you ain't getting any. That shit is gone. But yeah, I guess the typical nor'easter stuff, the cold air from Canada is coming down, and then the warm, it's Nana Cat, and then the warm air is coming in up from the south and riding the coastline, so it's pulling all the moisture in and dumping the moisture, and then the cold air turn it to snow, so that you got that rain and then sleet and snow mix line, and then where the snow is. And so areas like Philly, they're getting more of the mixy crap. And places in Jersey and stuff are getting rain and mix. But then in here, poof, is where the snow's blasting. Try to go to smart grocery stores. I need to buy eggs, etc. Yeah. Yesterday they were saying that kind of like the bullseye was basically it. They showed Pennsylvania, and it had Harrisburg written, and you usually don't see the word Harrisburg on the map. It's usually, Pittsburgh, Allentown, Philly, and all that stuff. But it said Harrisburg with a big dot right over over Harrisburg. But then this morning, I guess they said that warm front is pushed it a little bit to the north and west, so it moved up. So instead of us supposedly getting 2 feet, now they're saying, not that it's not a lot, 16 to 18 or something like that instead. But yeah, anything, because if it's going to be that wet, heavy snow, that's when I start worrying a little bit, because of the roofs and the trees and power lines and shit. I don't mind if it's going to snow, that's fine, but I prefer not to be stuck inside with no electricity. Jeffrey, what's cracking? I think the audio video helped a lot of people. Oh, cool. Spam alert, spam alert. Go away. Got 7 inches in Oklahoma. Oh. Yeah, I figured the dummy lover. I'm a retard like my mom. What the hell? Oh, okay, I see what that is. That's a troll. Okay. Let's see. Where's my mods at? Thank you, Margie. All right, what was I saying? I came here because they told me it rarely snows. Yeah, right. Yeah, I did. I figured, I may not have the best audio on YouTube, but I think comparatively, I think my audio is pretty good. And so I figured I'd try to make a couple videos explaining stuff of what I found out over the years, and with what my little bit of knowledge was working next to these sound guys all those years, how they used mics and what they used them for and how they did things. then I would try to make some videos and explain it to not people that already know, because they already know. And I'm sure there's a bazillion channels on YouTube that talk to tech stuff and all that. So I figured I'd just kind of try to explain it the best I could to people that may not know, that may want to improve or get a different sound, or just not happy with that little tiny hole in their laptop, but don't know what to do. So I figured I'd try to explain it a little bit, and not to be offensive, but dumb it down a little bit to try to, like, if you have no idea what's what, here, this is how sound works. This is why you don't want to sit in a garage. And this is the different kinds of mics. This is how they work. This is the little patterns. This is why you need to talk like this and not try to talk back here and all that other shit. And I know they're not getting a whole lot of views, but that's okay. I like yakking about it. And hey, if I help a couple people out, that's good enough for me. I don't need 1 million views on it, as long as somebody watches it. And again, even if one person goes, "Oh, cool, I learned something," then I'm happy. Also figured I'd get on here today. Marty said, "I thought it was interesting." Well, cool. I'm glad somebody actually enjoyed it a little bit. And again, I tried to explain it so it's not like, this is a dynamic mic. Dynamic mics work this way, and if you do this and that, hey, dreaming out loud. Hey, we appreciate your dumbing it down. It helps, and it is understandable. Well, yeah, that was the goal, to make it a little bit understandable, not just because, you see people, well, even me, like I said, I have these acoustic tiles on the walls and stuff, and it's like, and you see a lot of people that do. Well, why? Why are they there? What are they for? And, Nana Cat says, glad that I'm doing them. They're great. Oh, thank you. The things they can do with sound are amazing, and you get accurate info on YouTube is a plus. Yeah, it is. Hey, there's Wish Cloud. What's up, Polly girl? But yeah, I mean, some people just, like I said, you start out, and a lot of people, they'll live stream with their laptop or their cell phone, and just simple little things like go into a bedroom or something where there's big fluffy pillows around and overstuffed chairs and thick curtains and all that stuff, because it sucks up the sound. You sit out in a garage or something like that, and that sound just bounces. Like, that's why I talked about the little balls. If you whip a ball at the wall, and if you whip it hard enough, it's going to hit that wall, bounce back, hit that wall, come out. If it, it can fly all over the place, and that's what sound does. What up, Fatima? So yeah, it's, and you explain these things in simple terms, and people go, "Oh, okay." And those little foam tiles that are on there, they're foam, so they absorb the sound, and they got those ridges, and that's why you see, like the one, they're 12 by 12 inches, and one, the little things are running this way, and the one beside it, they're running up and down, those little ridges. And that's to deflect the sound different ways. So if it's, and just like that ball, when you throw it and it hits and bounces off, it loses energy as it goes, and sound does too. The more it hits and bounces, it loses energy, and then the more it hits soft stuff, it gets absorbed. And that's what you want it to do. You don't want it to bounce off. You don't want it to go into the mic, bounce, come back, go into the mic, bounce, come out, and go into the mic and sound all echoey, and you want it nice and not dry, but you do want it dry. And then all the little things you can do to make it sound however. And again, the other thing is if you have a microphone, realize you have a microphone. I know I'm talking to you and you may be in California and I'm in Pennsylvania, but I don't have to scream at you like I'm trying to talk to you while you're in California. I have a microphone. That's what it's here for. I don't need to yell. And some people just, and I was like, oh, come on, you have a microphone. You paid money for a microphone. You don't have to yell anymore. I want to learn to make my own artistic acoustic panels. Yeah, it's not hard, but it seems more complicated than making regular panels. Sounds like a video idea. No, you can make just pretty simple ones. You can get, it might be a little expensive though. They aren't cheap. The real deals, they're not cheap at all, because you can get a cheap piece of plywood or something like that with some kind of foam inside and then just kind of upholster it. They work. I know lots of people that set them around. They hang them like yay far from the wall, and they work just as well. They absorb and reflect. There's even big giant foam corner pieces that help scoop the bass in certain ways. I mean, if you're a sound engineer, those guys go into a room and they go, okay, we need to do this, that, and they do all this stuff to make this the low end do its thing and resonate, and how to deflect the high ends and top corners and do all kinds. I mean, they know what they're talking about for real. So they do amazing stuff. What was nice that has made sense to kids that are trying to get in audio as a hobby. Yeah. Want to make them look like canvas paintings. Yeah, that'll be a little bit tough. You want to avoid the, never again, surprise. I figured I'd do one now, just in case. Tomorrow night, and there's 2 feet of snow on the roof, and trees are down, and power's out, and everything else. You never know. So if there's no Thursday tomorrow, it's because I don't have any power. That's why singers avoid diaphragmatic diagram. Yeah. Support. And let the mic do it. Exactly. Actually, years ago, anyone who is a Howard Stern fan and has listened to him for years, in his early days, his voice, he sounded horrible. He sounded like a little kid. Hey, RV Tips and Trips, how you doing? Hey, it's been a minute. But yeah, they, Howard, he used to talk, he used to sound like this. He was all high and kind of weird because he would talk really loud. And as soon as you start to project and really yell, your voice goes up. And he learned that just pull the mic in and just talk. Because when your livelihood is your voice and you want to sit down, and he sits down and talks for hours, 5-6 hours at a time, you can't be yelling and screaming all the time. So if you just sit down and talk normal and just speak in your normal register and talk into the mic, you don't have to yell. And yes, just like the radical one, just like you said. That's why singers, man, when they sing, they put the mic up to their mouth, and if they're really going to belt one of those out, you can tell a good trained singer, because when they hit them, they work that mic, they'll pull it back a little bit. But yeah, singers don't. Let's put this on a mic stand. Let me stand back there. No, they get right up, and some of them guys, you can see they got their bottom lip on the microphone. Diana said, good afternoon, and all in chat. Took time off work. Cool. So far, my tiny holler has escaped the ice that is everywhere else up here. Oh, really? Slip sliding away, freezing rain. Yeah, we got snow. It's starting to snow. They're calling for over a foot and a half, 2 feet. is what they're calling for around my parts. But yeah, that was the thing. I mean, it wasn't really, my little audio series really wasn't for the seasoned tuber who probably has it all figured out. But hey, there's Boo. What's up, Trisha? But if there's people that are just starting, yeah, it really does save the voice. It truly does. But if people are just starting out in YouTube and been doing it for a little while, and like I said, most people, they got, hey, use my cell phone, and they start recording everything, and then, you know, you get what you get with the audio. And the other thing about audio is you got to remember that, you know, some of it is just wasted, because you got people that are watching your videos on a laptop, and that little tiny speaker that's probably underneath somewhere putting out crappy sound. It doesn't really matter what you're doing. And some cell phones are the same way. Cell phones, smartphones, I guess I should say, are getting better. But then you got those folks that are listening in a room, watching a computer with some decent speakers on their computer. I know I watch YouTube on my television downstairs, and that's got awesome surround sound and everything. So the audio downstairs is amazing. And then when you, if you're, you know, you're tired, most people, they get kind of sick of listening to shit on their cell phone. So they put earbuds in, and those things are amazing. Headphones, amazing. So it's for those folks, man, when they sit down, they throw headphones on or earbuds in, you definitely want to hear some decent audio. Thank you for chatting. Sorry, I just have problems with my connection. Yeah, it happens sometimes. I'm waiting for the mic I want to come in. It is on pre-order. Oh, not sure if it will actually be available on time, so I haven't ordered it yet. Gotcha. This allows some of us to take the next step. Give a great physics lesson. Fit our home scholar. Yeah, homeschoolers. Yep. Yeah, and there's another thing. You know, you got a lot of folks now that are doing, you know, they did Thanksgiving and probably going to do Christmas and stuff over Zoom or Skype or something. That's right, the bad sneak good sound. In my opinion, yeah, sure is. I'm sure there's some. Yeah, well, yeah. There are a couple other ones I've seen around, but yeah, I'm a big Shure fan. I mean, from back in the day, they have stood the test of time. They have evolved with times, and they're always they're innovative. And if you want to mic a guitar amp, Shure makes great mics for that. If you want really good vocal mics, Shure makes awesome vocal mics that you see on just about every stage and every live performances. And they're the ones I'll talk about. You can smack them with a drumstick and they're still going to work. And, well, use mic drops. You see people doing it and drop that mic. Poof. It hits the stage from, we'll say, you know, a good 5 feet in the air. They pick it up and blow the dust off, and it works. Now, there are ones that are really sensitive. That's those condenser ones. But yeah, the other mics that's been around forever that I know is the Sennheisers. They're great mics also. You see them on drum kits a lot, stuffed in bass drums and hanging overhead to pick up all the brass. So yeah, there's a couple out there, but yeah, Shure is a really good brand, really good name when it comes to microphones, in my opinion. And again, this is coming from a lighting technician, but I did work. We usually set side by side, the light board and me, and then the soundboard and the sound engineer. we usually stood and worked side by side. And we're all, I'm running around running cables and hanging lights and aiming lights, and he's running around running his cables and stuff. And, we'd help each other out. But yeah, you get to know what these guys use for what and how they do it and stuff. And it's pretty interesting. I mean, I could get technical and talk about different patterns and how they work and what mic you should use, but that's not really all that important. I wanted to make it as simple as I could. So again, people that were interested in doing stuff that they could. And then I just kind of went up. So if you did, you went from your laptop and you said, this is shitty. And then you went and got a webcam and said, this is cool. But a year of using that, you're like, okay, this is kind of shitty. What's the next step? And then after that, if you got a USB mic and you go, okay, this is fun. I want to do this. This is better than anything, but what's the next step? Then boom. So that's why I kind of did it that way. I mean, the one I want is an Aston that I want to order. It's a condenser. Yeah, condenser mics are good. They're very, very sensitive. They have electronics that make everything in there. And so if you bump them, drop them, kick them, they're going to bust. They're going to be toast. And plus they pick up everything. If somebody walks by, I mean, like the Sennheiser condenser mics we used to have, you put them up in the corner of a room and yeah, you could hear a mouse fart across the room with them things, man. Never like sound guys. They always mess with monitor. Yeah. Sure been around a long time. Big in the old CB days. Oh yeah. Yeah, they make good stuff. They just made this mic. This came out not too long ago with this very microphone in a USB version. So you can plug it right into your computer. Which is great. It's just I know a little bit. I know some. But again, the old school in me, and then plus I have all this crap, but the old school is hardware, where new school is software. You need a mic and a cord and something to get it, Hey, what's up, Ron? Hey, Izzy, what's up, Iz? But yeah, it's so now everybody just talks into the mic, and then whatever goes in, they go in and they tweak it afterwards. Which to me, it's the workflow is more. Whereas I can sit here and do the, hey, line screw, what's up, man? Was for repentance from Billy Graham. Oh no. Warm sounds come from gizmos. That is true. That is true. It is harder to get those different tones afterwards. Now they've come along with artificial guitar tones and stuff, but there isn't a whole lot, at least that I know of, for the audio for just vocals. But yeah, depending on the, like I was saying, the workflow. If you sit here and you go blah 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 blah, and you record it in your DAW, then that's one more thing you got to edit. You got to go in there. Now you got to go in and you got to play with everything, and sure, you have presets in there and hopefully they work. But here I just go test, set everything, blah 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 blah, get everything all set up for the room, for everything, for the mic and all that, and then boom, all I got to do is turn it on, talk, and it's already ready to go. Everything's all set. So monitor is a speaker to, yes, exactly, yeah, the monitors is, everybody uses in-ears now. Not too many monitor on the floors anymore. And the ones that are there, they're there for, usually what they do is they'll have a mix, kind of like the front of house mix in the floor monitors. And then you'll have like an in-ear of you. That way, you can hear what you're doing. And a lot of guys that now it's all personal mix in your in-ears. You know, if you're a bass player, you want to hear, you know, the drummer and maybe the vocalist a little bit, but you want to hear you, and the guitar players, that, you know, everybody has their own mix of what they want to hear. But I'm old. Me too. I'm old too. I'm old school too. And so, yeah, you know, depending on what you do with your preamps, how you set the gain and the output and everything, the warm and the richness, and then you go into your gates, your compressors, your limiters, all that. Then when you get into your little tiny EQ, but that doesn't do anything for the signal. That's just for the sound coming back out. But yeah, mixing everything down. So it's fun. It's fun. I'm just glad I can still hear it. Yeah, right? Me too. Nice Kiss poster, the the Dynasty album. What was the only disco album worth listening to? Yeah, right? Yeah, that's the concert poster from back in the day. What does it say? June of 96. Yeah, man. Tiger Stadium. Just ordered new Dunkins. Nice. Send me a gaffer. When you're trying to pick up the vocals from a kindergarten, it's important for the child and the family. Yeah. A good mic setup is critical. A guy called Rob the drummer gave me insight. Yeah, and it is. I mean, it's all a difference of, trust me, if you're sitting down and saying you're having your Thanksgiving or Christmas with your family, and yeah, you're looking at them through Zoom or whatever, and you're having your little meeting, and I'll guarantee you that it doesn't matter how good that picture is. If you got to sit there and listen to some high-pitched, tinny, noisy, garbage audio, you'll be able to sit there for maybe 20 minutes and then you're out. Whereas if you can listen to some good audio, you can hang in there for a couple hours. A lot easier. I own a few Rode mics, and they are excellent for the money. Yeah, Rode mics are pretty good. They're the up and comer for the video scene. That is for sure. For sure. I know a lot of people use the Blues, the Blue Jetty, and the Blue Jetty, the Blue Yeti, and those, the Blue company, they got a couple. But yeah, Rode seems to be, hey, there's Butterbean. Rode seems to be the go-to for a lot of the tubers. All right, Ron, take it easy. Yeah, I'm sitting here in a snowstorm, waiting to see how much we get by tomorrow morning. But yeah, audio is half your video. I mean, I know a lot of people, and I know I sound like a broken record because I say this shit all the time, but you know, I know a lot of people use YouTube as just another social media outlet to hang out with their buds and chit chat and watch and all that other stuff. But to me, it's a video platform. If I want to just type away and scream and holler and yell and give my opinion and kick my feet, and I can go to Twitter or I can go to Facebook. But when I want to watch a video, no matter what it is, whether it's just a talking head video about whatever, or if I want to know where the drain plug for my oil pan on my 1972, whatever. And I come to, hey, Pilot Steve. Yeah, these are amazing. I love this mic. This mic is so awesome. It's so versatile too, and you can get some really sweet tones out of it. But yeah, so YouTube for me, it's a video platform. So when I come to a video platform, I want to see a video. Just like when I turn on my television and watch a television program, I don't want to see a static picture and listen to somebody talk. I want it all. And audio is half of that video experience. So you want your audio to sync up with your video. You want levels to be, you don't want to hear, hi, today I'm out in the desert. I'm going to run around. And over here, if you see, look over there, look who just pulled in. And then cut and then play some music that's 18 times louder than your voice, and your windows shatter, and you quick turn it down, and then they turn off the music and they come back and they, so when they speak and they're at level 2, and then they throw in a music bed that's at 11, and then they talk at 2 again. See, that shit drives me insane. That in the window noise. If you're filming that way and your mic is pointing that way and you feel the wind in your face and your hair is blowing straight back, don't film it. Same as if you're holding the camera at you and then the mic is facing you and your hair is blowing this way. Don't film it. Turn, do something. Posty said, you use outboard compressors and mic preamps or just DAW plugins for broadcast? For broadcast, like this live stuff, this is all hardware. It's not software. Everything goes into, I have preamps. I have compressors, limiters, noise gates, a little bit of effects when I want to, like the bats and all that. It goes into the mixing board, and yeah, out to a yeah, there's a little gizmo to send it in the computer. But no, I use, when I record in the studio, when I record a video, I record into a DAW. I just open up my DAW and I click record on the camera. I 1, 2, 3 clap and I sync it up, and then I just go. But this is what goes into the DAW, pretty much what you're hearing now. And then I might normalize it or something in the DAW, but I don't go through and do everything, because everything's done to my satisfaction anyway before it goes into the DAW. So yeah, I do everything with hardware, and the DAW is just a recording device so I can get it onto the computer. And then yeah, then I just go into my video editing software, and then I find that visual clap. So I go to where my hands meet and I back it back 1 frame to where my hands come apart, and then I put the audio in from the DAW. I put that in, and I do the same thing. I go until I hear the clap, and then I take it back 1 frame before the clap. Then I just throw that in. Jimmy Picks, Merry Christmas, man, what's up? And then I put the DAW audio in, because it sounds amazing compared to the stuff that's coming out of the camera. And then I go ahead and I just unlink and I delete the camera audio, move the DAW audio up, link that together, and boom. And that's how I do it. And it's fun, it's nice, I enjoy it, and it's a nice way to get it. It's really, it sounds complicated, but it's really easy. Once you do it once or twice, syncing up the audio is nothing. it's really easy. And Jimmy says, okay, getting better. Awesome. You ready for the snow, buddy? It's coming your way. Started here already a couple hours ago. But yeah, this mic, like I said, it's an awesome mic. The Money Channel, that's right. Minivan Mike, hello. What's up, man? But yeah, it has, if you take this, I'll spin it around if I can here. If you take that plate off the bottom, you can, there's switches down there. It has a bass roll off. It has a high end thing, and it has where it pronounces the mids real good. Yeah, it's a really good mic, man. I've learned that a low level piano background music can hide bad background sounds captured by the mic. Yeah, nice little background music can hide a lot of stuff. The things that I have to worry about in here, this is a small room, and I have the computer. Of course, especially now when you're doing live streams, I got YouTube's running, I got OBS running, all kinds of shit's running, and so the fans are kicking on. So you have that hum of the computers, and if I turn on all the lights that move around and do all the funny shit, those things all have fans in them, and they hum and do all that shit. I have to go. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you, and on the chat. Well, thank you for popping in. Have a great day as well. Don't matter. I'm stuck in the house. Suffered a few minor strokes last week. Oh, you did? I did not know that. Just last week. Wow. Well, I'm glad you're doing better, Jimmy. Man, take care. Well, yeah, I know. Yeah, I guess it doesn't much matter, but yeah. Hopefully you don't lose power. That's what I worry about. I'm not worried about going out anywhere either. I got no place to go. I'm good, but yeah. I just hope this shit doesn't get too crazy and we lose power with all that heavy, wet snow they're calling for. Jeffrey. Carrie Joe called gimbal. I missed Carrie Joe's comment. You just got out of the hospital. Wow, Jimmy. Well, take care of yourself, man. I'm glad you're feeling better, and I'm glad you're in here hanging out with me. I do appreciate it, man. Yeah, Butterbean. Yeah, it's supposed to be. I know they're calling for like 50 mile an hour winds around here during the worst of the snow. So not only is it going to be, they say, 1 to 2 inches an hour, but it's going to be blowing all over the damn place. So yeah, it's a real nor'easter. But I mean, again, it's like, you don't think we're going to get as much snow as you guys, 8 inches of wet snow. Yeah. But, yeah, saying the nor'easter's coming and you're going to get a foot of snow here is like telling somebody in Florida, yeah, there's a hurricane. Okay, what do? They put boards in the windows and they have a party. Well, that's what we do. We go and buy all the milk, bread, and eggs, and we have a party. We settle in and sit in front of the TV and fire up the stove and have at it. You know, it's not much. It's just one of them things you deal with. Polly Girl says, snow is one thing I don't miss. Thank you, Jeffrey. Asking for a friend, I get dizzy. Oh, you talking about people swinging the cameras around and shit? Yeah, I love those videos too. Looks like they tied their camera to a string and they just go, hey, look around. No snow yet in Vancouver this season. If it keeps this way, we may go to the entire winter with no snow. Well, Last Grill, see, that's how we've been the last couple years. For the last few years, I'd say probably 3, we had a couple little freezing rain events, some sleet and stuff like that. And then we'll get like a little, say like 2 or 3 inches in like March or April. and then 2 days later it's all gone because it's, it gets warm. So yeah, we've had cold winters and windy and, like I said, that freezing rain garbage, which is worse than snow in my opinion. But yeah, I think we're getting our 3 years worth today. We're supposed to get 2 feet. So yeah, we're getting what we missed out on the last 3 years. Our snow's done for today, waiting for my friend to get here. COVID test. Oh, get her COVID test back. See if I have to get tested. Peace. I'm going to take a nap. All right, Gypsy Lee, take care. Take a nap. Hope your friend tests negative. That's what I did today. Bought eggs, bacon, and peanut butter. My girl's on evacuation alert all winter due to possible creekside flooding from the California fire. Oh, wow. That sucks. I won't take that personally, BV. I know I pan too fast. A lot of people do. I was asking how to stabilize. Well, yep, you got the right answer. It is called a gimbal. That's exactly what it is. Last year in New York, we only had 5 inches total the whole winter. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's crazy. There's Daniel from Quebec. Hey, no snow here, but 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Feels like minus 15 with the wind. Yeah, that sucks. Mother Nature is having hot flashes here. Yes, I am still paying, Jimmy. As a matter of fact, I am. I haven't been lately, but the latest one I just did was this one, which I'm sending out to a special friend very soon. So yes, this one is already spoken for. But yeah, that's my latest. Came out pretty good. I had fun doing it. But yeah, gimbals are great. They're awesome little devices, man. You clip your camera in them. Hide it quick. But yeah, then you get everything all balanced out. Then you hit a little button and yeah, it's like a little gyroscope. You can do this and everything and the camera stays right there. Everything just spins around it. So yeah, the camera stays nice and mobile, and like I said, you can do this with your arm and you can twist it all around and that camera stays right there. Yep, a gimbal. Exactly. So yes, you were given good advice. What's up, Ox? And thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. yeah, that's exactly it, Line Screw. That's my secret distillery. Beautiful BlindView makes me want my farm. Too bad animals give me hives. Damn. Well, that sucks. Folks going to be fighting over it. Nah. Nothing to fight over. It's already going to someone special. Want to put it on my wheelchair for filming. There you go. Looks like the olden days, yeah. Well, thanks, Carrie Jo. Yeah, I enjoyed doing that one. That one was a fun one. I like this one too. Here, I'll get another one to show you. Let's see. Yeah, there, that one. I think that one turned out pretty good too. But we know you can make prints just saying. And then there's the one that's just a little bit different. A little bit different than the rest. Yeah, I do a few on the canvas. Bob Ross, eat your heart out. It needs a gnome and mushroom. What's up, Ninth Element? I claimed that one and he laughed at me. Which one? Which one? Never again. Looks like the dock just down the road. Nice. I think I seen you post it on Instagram. Yeah, I usually post them on Instagram. Yeah. That would be my daughter's favorite. Butterbean said it needs more wine. BB always laughs at me. Sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. There, Dale. Yeah, right above you, Dale. Wish you did a painting video while ranting. I used to talk while I did my painting videos, little rants and stuff. I see that one as my future tiny house. I think I've tried on everyone. Acrylic paints, because I'm in this is small. My studio is really small. Well, you can here. I'll show you behind me here. See back there. That's all my brushes and my paints are all in there, and you can kind of see the corner of my painting. It's a drafting table, but that's where I paint. And yeah, damn oil paints. One, the cleanup is a pain in the ass, and two, people calling, gotta go, enjoy your holiday. All right, Jimmy, hey, take care of yourself, man. Thanks for popping in. I really do appreciate it. Take care, buddy. Sorry to hear about your strokes there, man. But yeah, oil, like I said, the cleanup is a pain in the ass, plus they stink. So yeah, sitting in this little room, yeah, I couldn't do it. Ranting and painting don't mix well. That is true. A good rant while I'm painting, yeah, I can't do that because painting's my happy place. Glass work and the anger doesn't work at least. No, it doesn't. I have software that can turn photos into Van Gogh. I have no talent, so I have to cheat. I tell a friend, a blind guy was teaching me how to paint on YouTube. He was like, what the fuck? Ye old bitch and paint, yeah. Painting is no time for ranting, too much beauty in what you're painting. Yeah, and like I said, even that tedious little shit, all little detail, that's the stuff that for some reason relaxes me. You'd think it'd be the stuff that makes me throw shit and bitch and scream and holler, but no, that's my happy place. Drinking the wine all day, just sitting on the dock all day. Yep. That's exactly it. Brain damage from the Vox. Wish I could paint like that. I would. Hide pixies and gnomes in them. Capture the brush sounds on camera as painting, relaxing. Oh, it's just some ASMR. Andre Lundgren, woof, don't worry, line screw, snow is coming to Vancouver. Uh-oh. Awoken. Good morning from sunny California. Well, good morning or good afternoon here from snowy Pennsylvania. I like to drink wine and paint. I crank up the tunes real loud and hit the vape and paint. Did you receive the package I mailed you? No. Last one I got was the my what is it called? It's on the wall back here. It's actually right next to my Camo Dave sticker, the Camo Army thing. But then again, I haven't checked the post office box in probably, I guess probably about a week. And now with the snow coming, I probably won't for another, at least another couple days. But no, I will go check. Let's see. Crafters do videos and chat while teaching techniques. Your talent is amazing. Oh, well, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, what I do is I just sit there and I paint and I crank up, like I said, I crank the tunes up and I paint. And then I'll go in and I'll erase the music because it's all radio stuff, copyrighted stuff. And then I just do a little voiceover explaining what I did, what my thought process is. And if I don't feel like doing that, then I kind of like blah, 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 talk about whatever. But yeah, I always put the little voiceovers in. Because yeah, I crank up some wild shit. I play some wild music while I'm painting too. Okay, should be there soon. All right, cool. I will keep an eye out there, Mr. Rockford. Wine is nasty and I can't paint, so I smoke weed and admire. I won't say wine is nasty, but there's only a few wines that I actually enjoy. I'm not a big wine person either. Good to have that happy plate. Yes, it is, Carrie Joe. It sure is. Border still closed. Opening soon, I hope. Yeah, man, this border stuff is getting crazy. Got people like my buddy Badge up there, who's used to being in the desert, picking sand out of his crack, but instead he's up there freezing his nuts off. Bovine art isn't a big seller. In the kitchen, in repose. Do you torment your neighbors with Barry Manilow when you paint? No, actually, it's strange because I say it calms me. It's my happy place when I paint. The music does not. The music makes you want to go. Makes you want to get in your car and drive like 100 miles an hour and smash shit. I listen to like Marilyn Manson and Butcher Babies and Arch Enemy and shit like that. And I'll mix in some old Rat and crazy shit. Priest and Maiden. Yeah, I listen to all kinds of crazy stuff. So no, I'm that house on the block that's not playing the all that bullshit. Where are the white women at? Bitches and hoes, popping caps and bitches' asses. Yeah, I'm the only one. I'm the only one on the block that ain't doing that. I'm ripping the metal tunes, and they're going, that crazy white man, he playing shit again. Thanks for editing it out. Yeah. Barry Manilow, get a bucket of chicken, finger licking good, painting music. Oh, man. Well, Barry does write the songs, doesn't he? He even tells you in the song that he writes the songs that make the whole world sing. Do you twerk at the neighbors when they play that? No, I tell them, that's nice music, but you really don't have to share. I have my own. That banging noise, I guess, is called the 808. I'm still learning stuff. I've gone through life without altering substances. Dangerous when your pet is a T-Rex. I haven't done that stuff since probably my mid-20s. I know. When you look like this, people assume. Barry would be laughing. That's right. Although I do have a Taylor Swift or Die shirt. And I do wear it occasionally in videos. And I'm a big Lady Gaga fan as well. I'm a little monster. 9/11 2020 was mind-altering enough. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? But being, I'm with you on that. I don't want anything to make me paranoid. I don't trust people already. Exactly. That's one of the reasons why I quit. Trust me, when I was young, teenage and early 20s, I did enough to last 3 lifetimes. And then I started getting older and got tired of feeling stupid and paranoid. I was like, I think I'll quit this stuff. Let's go get drunk instead. Woohoo! 2021 will be worse, I'm afraid. It might be. You never know. You never know. I guess we shall see. I know she got a lot of bad press, but Lady Gaga has talent better than some of the junk coming out of these. Hey, I'll tell you what. I watched a couple of Gaga's stuff, the documentaries talking about her and to her, and I watched a couple live performances, and I'm going to tell you what, that girl is amazing. She can sing her ass off. She can play a piano like nobody else. She is awesome. She definitely is a performer. She goes down. She'll go back on a little pad and it'll drop her down underneath the stage. As soon as she gets down underneath the stage, this team of people run, rip all her clothes off, put other ones on, and then she goes back up and pops up and she's singing. And she does sing. She doesn't lip sync and all that crap. and she moves around. She is a performer. She does put on a show. And she is very talented, in my opinion. Because, just like anything else, music, fashion, art, it's all subjective. I could think something is gorgeous and beautiful, and you could think it is horrendous. But that's just it. I made I Survived 2020 shirt. It should make I Survived the Boy. Yeah, right. Jaw drop. I'm 50, and I just remembered that I did all of my stupid drinking before I was 21. Yeah, right. Her music ain't my cup of tea, but I still recognize the talent. Yeah, right. Exactly. That's the way I feel too. Doing all, yeah, I know she was having some bad back and hip pains there for a while and all kinds of crazy shit. Yeah, she's pretty awesome. And she didn't, it wasn't one of those, here, have this, you know. She fought, did it herself. Like a lot of the older bands did back in the day. Playing those shit clubs over and over again until you finally made it. But yeah. Genre and talent are two different things. Correctamundo. Inspirational with autoimmune. Yep, I'm a Gaga fan for sure. Yeah, I appreciate her. I appreciate her effort. I appreciate her craziness, her silliness. I appreciate her individuality. I definitely appreciate her talent and her work ethic. For sure. I'm going to talk about all this crap, and I didn't talk about what I'm not supposed to talk about. I want to know what you think of the recent Miley Cyrus. I like her authenticity. Yeah, she is. Yeah, I agree. The recent Miley Cyrus, if you're talking about from her childhood shit until now, or recent, like I have no idea what she's doing like today. I kind of stopped following her a little while ago. Do you have a song that is just stuck in your head when out on the road? Don't talk about rants, just rant. Yeah, I got what you said there. Lessons from a lilac. Yeah, I understood exactly what you meant. Who knows? It says don't talk about that, whatever that is. Yeah, exactly. It's about time. I've been waiting since yesterday to, yeah. Yeah, yesterday is funny. I had this program open because I was checking some things, and there's hotkeys in it, which means if I press the S key, it'll go live. I forgot I didn't close it. I just minimized it, and I was doing some things, and apparently when I was typing, I hit the S key, and it started it started streaming. I didn't even know it did until I started getting all these messages. Hey, I tried to watch, it's just buffering. Hey, you're just searching the internet. I was like, what? I was like, oh shit. Yeah, I realized what happened then. Yeah. But let me see. To answer Butterbean's question, Miley Cyrus. All right. She was another one that I back in the day, I kind of really wasn't into her music, the style of music or anything, but I admired her talent and the way she did the what was her little character, Miley, and the character she played, the little girl on TV. And so I kind of admired her from that. And I did watch a couple of her live things back when she was younger too. And was like, interesting. She's pretty talented. And hey B, what's up? That's right. It's a good thing I wasn't on the porns. Yeah, Hannah Montana. That's it. Thank you. Thanks, Boy Girl. I knew someone would say it. But yeah, doing the Hannah Montana thing, and then Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana, but it was pretty cool. I thought it was interesting. And then I guess she just went through a kid rebellious weird stage and kind of got a little goofy and crazy, and running around half naked, swinging on the ball, and sticking her tongue out all the time and doing all that shit, which is okay, but it kind of wasn't that talented little girl anymore. And she didn't evolve and be talented. She kind of went in a different direction, in my opinion. But yeah, as far as that, I guess she was still talented. She just went in a different direction, and then, started hanging with the rappers and doing all that. But yeah, she still got pipes. And it's kind of funny that tiny little girl got that kind of deep, raspy voice too. It's kind of wild. Good to have Billy Ray as your father. Yeah, that's for sure. But yeah, she's not bad. She's, like I said, like we were talking, it's not my cup of tea. It's not my everyday listening, but I appreciate the talent and the work ethic. She just, when you go from kid to tween to teen to adult, I guess you go through that shit. Yeah, she did go through a wild, crazy stage for sure. Tried way too hard to break away from the Disney thing. Yeah. I think that was a big part of it too, Marty. It's trying to find her own, to get away from it. Yeah, that Hannah Montana Disney little good girl singing, pop or country music, and she just trying to find her own, got a little crazy and let loose and went nuts. Like I said, like most kids do. They get to that age where it's like, I'm gonna do what I want. There's Molly, what's up? But yeah, so yeah, I do think she's did a great version of Comfortably Numb. Yeah, I think she's a talented person for sure. And yeah, even not too long ago, I watched a movie where she was the voice and the character of a little some kind of little doll that these kids bought, and she was the mind and everything that's programmed into this doll. It was pretty cool. Pretty interesting little movie. So her little acting thing as an adult was interesting. But yeah, thanks for that, Budda. That was a good question. Not too many of us would like to grow up under the microscope. Yeah. She was finding her place. And that's a thing that's funny. She definitely broke away from Disney. Yeah. That's the funny thing now, though, that just about everybody is growing up under the microscope. Maybe not the microscope as like she did as a big regular mainstream star, but I made a joke that I think now in the delivery room, as soon as a kid spit out, they cut the cord, hand them an iPhone and a YouTube log on, because everybody has a YouTube channel. Everybody has whatever. Everybody's out there. If they're not on YouTube, they're on Instagram shaking their ass, trying to make money and demanding stuff. And every little thing you say, every little misstep, everything is just scrutinized, and then thousands of people jump on and say, you said this, you did this, you need to be shut down, you need to do this, you need to go away, you need to be exterminated, you need to be shot off into space, you need to, because you offended me, and blah, 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 blah. And it's crazy. I would not have wanted to be a teen or even early 20s now. There's no way I would want to be. I would not want to sit here. I'm lonely. I need to find a mate. Swipe, 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 and wait for responses. And that's how I found my life partner. There's no way I would want to go through that horse shit. There's no way I would want everything that I said or typed out at 18 come back at 30 to haunt me and make me lose my job, my home, my children, and everything else because of something I said when I was 18. There's no way I would want to walk into a place that I applied for a job at the age of 21 and have them go, well, we see here when you were 18, you posted on Facebook that you don't, there's no way I would want to be. There's no way. Awoken. That's great. 2020, I've tried to live my life at the end of a telescope. Love y'all from a distance. Oh, that's funny shit. I love it. And yes, I'm glad we had our wild days before the internet. No way would want to grow up now. Too many cell phones. Yeah. Oh my God. The things that we did when we all got together and met up and pooled our money together to go to the beer distributor at the age of 16, 17. Sat around drinking, doing dumb shit. The thought of just being on a swivel, worrying about who's going to pull a cell phone out and record it. Oh, look. Lonnie got drunk and fell off a tree again. He's knocked out, slobbering all over himself. Look, he's bleeding. Quick, get your phone. Film that shit. This is going to go viral. Yeah, nah. Sorry. Marilyn Monroe. Fell asleep and woke up to see a BV live chat. Yeah, I thought I'd get on here and chitty chat and talk to everybody. Because once we get our 1,000 feet of snow, once we get all our snow, who knows? I might not have power tomorrow to do a Thirsty Thursday. But if I do, I will be on. Trust me. But yeah, there's no way I want to. My niece and nephews came here and learned how technology is a privilege and not a right. Yet they come here across the border. Yeah, wow. Oh, I want to deal with that as a teen. Hell, it's bad enough my presence on social media. My hate. Yeah, right. I know. It's crazy. Dating sucks now. I don't even want to try. Yeah. Oh man. Oof. Got enough TP to get through the snow? Hell yeah. Oh yeah, I sure do. So it is, don't talk about that. Okay. Well, here's the thing. First of all, some people will say that when you're doing videos or you're on a live stream, don't talk about, and they say certain things. You should never talk about that. Be happy. Smile. Don't bitch about things and only talk about this. Don't talk about this. Never talk about politics. Never talk about religion. Never talk about this. Never talk about that. Well, it's kind of hard when we're in the middle of, we're in the middle of this crazy election. We're just, everybody's hating each other. This side hates that side. This and that and that. Oh, and he cheated and this and that, that, and it's going on. So it's kind of hard not to talk about. And then, well, we come here to escape this, and we want to be entertained, and we don't want to talk about this virus and this and that. Oh, well, let's see. It's a global thing, and it affects everyone on the planet, and we all have to deal with it. This is closed. Now it's open. Now it's closed again. We're on lockdown. We're out of lockdown. Now we're back on lockdown. The kids are in school. Now they're out of school. Now they go to school 2 days a week. Now they're back in school. Now they're out of school. And it consumes us. And no, don't talk about that. Don't talk about that. Don't talk about that. But that's what every single person on the planet is going through. So how do you not talk about it? How do you try to, even if you come on and go, okay, I'm going to do a live stream. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to do it. And you start talking about whatever, and then you look over in the chat and somebody says something about it, or brings it up, or says, oh, my neighbor got it, or I went to here and 3 people, or my kid's school got closed again. So you start talking about it because it's a big part of everything. How do you not talk about stuff that is affecting everyone? Not just me, not just you, not just the people in California, not just the people in, Canada, not just the people in the UK, everybody. How do you not talk about shit like that sometimes? And then you have YouTube telling you what you are not allowed to talk about, what you cannot talk about. And it is things, again, that is going on. And I don't know why we're not allowed to talk about it. They let certain news outlets talk about it. They let certain channels talk about it, but as a whole, they throw out this big blanket email and new rules and policies and everything that says, don't talk about this, don't talk about that, don't talk about that. If you do, we're going to take down your videos. And if you do it again, we're going to take down your videos and your channel. So do not talk about it. But it is things that is going on. And then other people can, they say, don't talk about this. Don't say that this was fraudulent. You can't talk about this. So I can't say that Texas sued Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, and I can't say all that because that's saying that they're saying that something went awry with the election. So you can't talk about that. Even though it's happening, the fact checkers fact checked it, and they said that's not true and that's not happening, but it is happening. Maybe what they're alleging isn't happening, but it's happening. Texas is doing that, or did that, past tense, but you can't talk about it. But on the other hand, you can say, well, there was collusion. This guy did this. The Russians did that. He did this. He cheated. And we can plaster that everywhere. But if you say, no, you can't say that. And not saying this is news. No, you can't say, well, my opinion is, no, you can't talk about it. So what I'm trying to say is the people that say that this group of people, whether it be what side of the aisle they lean on or what color skin that they have, all these people are this. They're that German guy who wanted to rule the world. They're all that. They can say that all day long. Nobody bats an eye. We can make videos. We can post it on Facebook. We can say it on Twitter. But who's the ones that are really acting like that little German guy? Fahrenheit 451. That's right. Who's the ones that are saying, don't say that? You cannot say that? Boom. We are going to censor you. Not the people that you're accusing of being that little German guy that are saying all of you are that little German guy. No, you're the ones that are shutting down everyone's thoughts, what they can speak about, what their opinions can be. You can say whatever you want as long as it's what I agree with, as long as it's what I think. You can say whatever you want. But they point fingers, and yes, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, all of them Well, our fact checkers checked it, and they said that it's false. Oh, really? Well, then why did I read in the New York Times, the New York Post, saw it on CNN, I saw it on, MSNBC, I saw it on Fox, but your fact checkers said no, so you're going to shut down my channel. And why? Because I'm acting like the little German guy? No, you're the ones that are telling me, if you say that, you're going in the camp. If you say that, we're shooting you off into space. If you think that, so who? The ones that are saying, you are all this. That's right, all you rednecks that come over here and support this man, you're what's wrong with America. Because you drove your truck somewhere and you said, no, you people are all wrong. But the ones that are running around, smashing windows, looting, setting shit on fire, taking over an entire city for over 100 days are peacefully protesting. They can do and say whatever they want to, but some people can't. And I didn't believe it a while back when they said, oh, well, they're shutting down this person and they're shutting down this person only because of what they think. I was like, no, that's not true. That's bullshit. Well, now the more and more we go, and the more rules and the more little things that they say, and things that they're implementing, the policies that they're implementing, and what they're doing on Facebook and YouTube and everywhere else, big tech says we are on this side of the aisle, and this is the way it's going to be. Period. Because we are the dictators. We tell you what's going to happen because we own the internet and everything you use on it. So if you don't say what we want you to, if you don't think the way that we do, if you don't vote the way we do, if you don't believe the way we do, you will be exterminated. So please, don't talk about that. And that's the way it is. And that was my rant about what I'm not supposed to talk about. So this live stream will probably be shut down tomorrow. And I'm not saying that leaning one way or the other or whatever, it's just the whole fact of the matter is, like I said, I always come back to this sort of real, it's like the real Fahrenheit 451. Burn that information, burn those books, burn those channels, get rid of those channels, burn that post on Facebook or Twitter or whatever. It's not what we believe. It's not what we want people to hear. We don't want people to know that if you go to the BLM website, it tells you that they are communists who want to destroy the fabric of America. We want you to believe that it's all about power to the people. We don't want that information getting out. Shut it down. But you can't say that. You can't have an opinion anymore. And YouTube was named YouTube, and it's spelled Y-O-U, U, not just the letter U, YouTube, Y-O-U, tube, because it was you can come on and make videos, and you can put you out onto the internet, and you can connect with people. Now, you need to step back, shut up, and let all the celebrities come in and take over. You need to be quiet and not give your opinion because we have CNN, ABC, NBC, Fox News, and everybody else on here. You need to be quiet. You don't need to tell us your opinion. You don't need to share your beliefs. You don't need to have an opinion. You sit down and listen to all these people. And all these fine folks that come from California, they get paid by Hollywood, that ain't really working right now because nobody's watching TV or going to the movies. They're all coming over here to YouTube, and that's how they're making their money over here. So you need to listen to them because they agree with us, big tech people. And I always thought everybody had an opinion and you were allowed to share your opinion. But now you can't even say anything because you're going to offend somebody. You're going to offend everybody. Just like the poor, I just watched a thing about some black girl who was doing river dance and shit. And people went ballistic because she's culture appropriating. How can she do an Irish dance when she's black and she's not from Ireland and she's this and she's that? I'm like, are you serious? Then another one. I think she was Chinese, maybe. I forget. She was some Asian who went somewhere, I don't know, went to a restaurant and it was run by white people and they were selling, I don't know, wonton soup or something. And she flipped shit, went bananas, took to the internet, had this store coming on and posting apologies because, man, I can go up the street right now and walk into an Italian restaurant where they make pizza and lasagna and all this other good shit, an Italian restaurant, and everybody that cooks the food is Mexican. Do I stand out front with a sign crying, oh my God, there's a cultural problem. How can these Mexicans make Italian food? Come on, people. Get the sticks out of your asses. Quit bitching and whining and crying about every little damn thing. You just don't want to smile. You don't want to. You can't. You're afraid if you smile and you're happy for more than 15 seconds, you're going to die. So let me get on the internet and find something that somebody said that I can turn around and misconstrue and say, you're a racist. You're culture appropriating. We live in America. In one breath you say, open the borders, let everybody in. This is a melting pot. Everybody should be able to come to America. Open the border, let everybody and their mother in. It's a big melting pot. That's how this country became. We're all just one big pile of mutts in here. We're from all over the place. And then you stop that sentence and you go, but don't culture appropriate. Don't wear a kimono. Don't eat sushi. Don't eat French fries. You can't eat that. You can't eat this. You can't do that. You can't wear those shoes. You can't wear braids. You can't wear big hoop earrings. You can't. So open the border, everybody come in and mix together and be one big happy family, but all go to your separate corners and only wear, what am I supposed to wear? Fucking, what did the Vikings wear? Is that what I'm allowed to wear? Oh yeah, by the way, they wear braids. Oh yeah, and by the way, black girls, you don't have long, straight, blonde hair and blue eyes. So take the contacts out, take the blonde wigs off, and pull out the extensions because you're culture appropriating. But no, it doesn't go that way. It only goes one fucking way. And again, that's something else I'm not allowed to talk about. And like I was talking about earlier, I know you're 30 today, but you know what? When you were 18, I pulled up a clip, and this is what you said. So you know what? You have to be banished from the planet. You can no longer survive. See, that shit's dumb to me. It's just stupid. It's dumb as hell. And I'm supposed to call you this or that or hyphenated, African American or Asian American, or I'm just a white guy. Whoa. Hold on. You don't know what? Maybe you should be calling me a British American or a Scandinavian American, or what do you mean I'm just a white guy? How come you get a big old fancy title and I'm just a plain old white guy? But here's what I like. I finally like that it is now called, it's not black people, it's not African Americans. Now they're all banding together. Everybody's banding together. It is people of color. And take notice, I am not transparent. I have a color, don't I? So that means I also am a person of color. So there you go. We're all one big happy family, finally. We're not black and white and Hispanic and this and that. We're all people of color. Because yes, this is a color also. So I like that term. And I will use that term from now on. A person of color. And the other thing we're not allowed to talk about is the historic election. Historic election. What's so historic about this election? Is Biden all of a sudden non-binary and identifies as they? So now we have two presidents? What's historic about it? I'm confusing. Yeah, I'm confused. You cannot say that this and that in this historic election. Historic. I know we have, I haven't been around for 100 years, but I've been around a while. And I remember some pretty significant elections. What's so historic about this one? Because it happened during a pandemic? What is the historic significance of this election and why it's so hush-hush and we're not allowed to talk about things? I don't understand. Is it historic because of the reason why we're not allowed to talk about it? I don't know. I'm confused. Yeah. Hysteric election. I think it's all nuts. They just need to quit. Trump needs to stop. He needed to stop a long time ago. The election happened. Whatever happened. Get used to it. Because you ain't going outside ever again. Because the guy that lost won't give it up. Yeah, but that doesn't really make it historic. That just makes it childish. Yeah, that shit should have been over. I said months ago they're going to drag this shit out until March. But yeah, I knew it was going to be chaotic. But it just needs to be done with. Whatever happened. Everything is historic, as everything except for the present is in the past, by definition. Well, that's true. Good point, Line Screw. The United States of America. Yeah, that's true, but I wouldn't brag if I was Canadian, because some crazy shit goes on up there too. and now we have the internet, so we know how fucked up you guys are. We see the stories that come out of Canada. Some of the wild shit. Your craziness is just in a smaller group of people and all spread out. Ours is just all piled up and you can see it easier. Your crazy is just spread out. European American. That's right. In my neighborhood, multimillionaires, they live in super mansions. Silly Kathy. You better go find it. You sure you didn't put it in your other pants pocket? Just because we like to ride a moose while drunk doesn't mean we're bad people. What about us reptilian Americans? No, it's just, I don't know. Maybe it's just because we have the internet and we know too much now. We know how utterly stupid people are because they put it out here for everyone to see. But I don't know. It just seemed like when I was younger, it just seemed so much simpler. You knew who all the morons in your neighborhood was and you didn't hang out with them. You avoided them. And there was an election and you crossed your fingers, and just like a sporting team, you picked your side and you hoped they won. And when they didn't, you went, oh, we'll get them next time. No, now we got to scream, holler, fight, burn shit, smash windows, scream foul, and drag it out forever in a day. I don't know. It just seems kind of senseless to me. The internet doesn't make you dumber. It just makes your stupidity available for all. That's right. Kathy said she looks good in blue. What happened? Thank goodness we can still flip channels. Yeah, right. I don't know. I just think it's a crazy time. And I think things were heading this way. Not craziness, but heading the way of, if you don't have internet, you don't survive. It's like water and air. It's just that the pandemic sped it up like 20 times. Because there was going to be that time where a mall, what is that? A shopping center. What is that? Oh, that's over there. You know where the new housing complex is? Yeah, that used to be a mall. What was a mall? Well, it had a whole bunch of stores in it. Oh, you mean you guys left the house to go buy stuff? How weird is that? You guys were stupid. You mean you actually spoke to people face to face? Ew, how weird were you? Yeah, it's all going to, you stay at home and you say lights on, lights off. It happens. You want to talk to somebody, you look at them through a little screen. You want something, you say, hey, whatever, order me this, get me that, and it shows up. But yeah, actually leaving your house and doing stuff? No. Work. You don't need to go to work. You work at home. You push buttons. You log on the computer and that's how you work now. School? In a building? No, that's where people live now. That also is apartment buildings and low income housing or whatever it is. Yeah, you don't go to school. You log on. You get your learning on the internet. So if you don't have the internet, you might as well just end it all. Because without that, you can't survive. You can't buy food. You can't be entertained. You can't talk to your loved ones. You can't be educated. You can't go to work. You can't do anything without the internet. And again, that's where it was heading, but probably in another, 10, 15 years maybe. But now the pandemic's here and it's like, everybody stay home, shut it down. And big tech's going, yeah, shut it down, lock that shit down, make them stay home. Woohoo. We don't want them going out anywhere. We want them staying right here. And then the internet providers are going, hoo, we can do whatever we want. Because if you don't pay for internet, you don't live. You can't breathe. You can't survive. You have to do it. And if you don't believe me, I dare you to not use the internet for just 3 days. Put your phone down. Don't watch YouTube. Don't go on Facebook. Don't stream any media. Don't stream any shows. Don't do anything. Don't ask Siri or Alexa to do anything for you. Don't shop on Amazon. Don't do anything. For 3 days. I dare you. For 3 days, don't use the internet at all. You will be in the hospital in 2. You need it. It's the internet. We can live our life on our terms. But what makes us compassionate people is living life on life's terms. Scary. Where it's all going to go in a few years. Yeah, it is. The Queen. Billions of monies spent on education. Schools in New York City is the biggest school district in the United States, but not everybody has a computer. Yeah, and that's the thing. I was watching early on when the pandemic first hit, probably like 2-3 months in. There was a thing that I saw that it was like a little expose documentary thing, that there was people that were going and dragging their kids out, and they're sitting in front of, Starbucks or sitting in front of McDonald's and all this other stuff, so the kids could get on the internet to do their schooling because their school was closed and they were forced to, do this online schooling, but they couldn't afford the internet. But they had a cell phone, because everybody got one of them. So they had a cell phone but the data plan, they didn't have unlimited data, so they would go get on the Wi-Fi on their phone, so they could so they could report to their class. And that's it's shit like that it's like, wow, man, it's crazy stuff. It's the chef. What up, man? But yeah, it's kind of freaky. And the way that they let these internet companies kind of go wild is a little bit nuts to me. Because the way it is, they need to be just like the electric companies and the water companies and all that, They shouldn't be allowed to go willy-nilly and do whatever they want. Because without it, you can't survive. You must have the internet. If they don't make it available and easy to obtain, it's going to be ugly. RUBV just got back into town from my doctor checkup. Well, how'd it go? I'm good. We're I'm up here in the Northeast, so we're in the trajectory of that ginormous nor'easter where they predicted we're supposed to get over a foot of snow, maybe up to 2 feet of snow. So that's what I'm doing. So how did your check-em-up go? Are you still alive? Are you good to go? Hope all is well. They were carried about a former hotel and turned it into an emergency shelter beginning today before the storm. Wow. They got virus relief funds received from the feds. No shit. That's pretty wild. I like it when communities do that. Yeah, that is a good thing. Painting happy clouds. Went good. No new skin cancer. It's my yearly for the skin. Had some cancer removed a couple years ago. Yeah, I know a couple people that had some skin cancer removed, and go in and get their annual checks. That's good. Good to know, man. How's the homestead coming? Getting things squared away there too. Schools around here increased their coverage areas to the surrounding neighborhoods so the kids could get internet at home. That's awesome. Well, now that I know kind of the area you live in there, Maryland, it's kind of cool there. That's a nice little place. I know I didn't mind it there, where I was at the firehouse. Well, we weren't at the firehouse, but yeah, we tested their hose. I forget where we did it at. They might have joined in with a couple other. No, we don't have it. No, ours is all snow. There's no ice, no rain, no mixed bag of crap. Ours is just straight snow. The chef said the homestead's wearing him out. He thinks he's becoming Amish. Okay, so instead of insane chef, it's going to be Chef Jebediah. Chef Ezekiel. Hey now, Jebediah, it's time for a barn racing now, don't you see? Wonst. So the cow ought to fence some hay now, Cheeky. Emily's out there churning the butter, don't you see now, Wonst? Dale said, I doubt they cook bland around here. I don't know, our Amish, man, they cook some wild shit. They cook some pretty good stuff, actually. The Pennsylvania Dutch. The Dutches. The Pennsylvania Dutch cooking. Some strange stuff, but it is pretty good, though. I grew up on it. The Amish chef. I would sub. All new recipes would include beets. See, that's where I acquired my love of scrapple and foods like that, because the Amish around here, our Pennsylvania Dutchies, they don't waste anything. When they butcher a cow or a pig, they use everything. There ain't nothing left over but hair. Everything else, they make it into something. Mrs. Chef would have to do the cooking. Yep. They do have good food, but yeah, well, yeah, that's true. It is not spicy, that's for sure. That is true. It is not spicy by any stretch of imagination. Oh my, fun stuff. Yeah, Carrie Joe, it's the wet snow. That's why when they say over a foot of snow, I'm like, oh, that wet snow, that's heavy shit. One, shoveling that garbage is going to be a fucking nightmare. And two, when it's on them trees, tree branches start cracking and snapping, pulling trees down, knocking power lines down, structural collapses from roofs, flat roofs caving in and shit. Yeah, it's not good. That's the only thing that worries me about these big snows. What is that? Dinners? Restaurant near Lancaster. Yeah, there's a bunch of really good restaurants around the Lancaster area. Lebanon and Lancaster. Lebanon. Down to Lebanon, blowing a factory, don't you see, in Avonst. Mrs. Chef's cooking is questionable. Probably get a better meal at a closed New York City restaurant. Oh, that's pretty mean. There's Trucker Charlie. What are you doing, man? Oh, man. Northern Japanese cleaning the snow off the roofs. No. I didn't see that, Butterbean. His phone is 30 seconds ahead of mine. Why? Hearing you twice. Yeah, isn't that crazy when that shit happens? She makes a couple of good things, though. Yeah, see, what I'll do is I'll go out in intervals and I'll go out and shovel the sidewalk. I won't wait till it's all done because that'll be impossible. The car's out back, covered. So I'll just be able to brush it all off without screwing up the paint or anything. Used to have a bunch of Amish restaurants about an hour south of us. Great eating. Yeah. Yeah, it is good food. I don't mind their stuff at all. But again, I grew up with it, so. So many predictions of how much we're supposed to get that I don't believe any of it now. Yeah, I know. I'm the same way, Marilyn. I started watching yesterday and then it changed by last night, and then I woke up and turned it on and it changed again, and it's probably changed again since I've been on here. So yeah, I go by the thing. I listen to them and go, oh, better get ready. And then I look out the window and go, okay, this is what's actually going on. Yeah. Only snow we got in these parts are at a dealer's house in East Dallas. I'm hearing voices. I just looked out the window. It's raining, snowing, and sleeting. You must be on that line then where the warm is meeting the cold. Yeah, they keep moving that little line too, where the low and the high, and the cold front's meeting the warm front, and the moisture's drawing in. Yeah, they're moving that line all the time too, where that's at. I'd rather have snow. I don't want a foot of it or 2 feet of it, but I'd rather have snow. I don't like that freezing rain garbage and all that. That's even worse. All that freezing rain hanging on the power lines and on trees, that's even worse than the heavy damn snow. At least the heavy snow, once it gets so much, it kind of falls off and smacks people in the heads. But that ice, it clings and it just pulls shit down. Time to get some popcorn and watch The Shining. That sounds like a good idea, actually. Marilyn Monroe says, Trucker Charlie, I think I know you, don't I? I think you do. Yeah, Dale, that shit does suck. Hey, there's Lioness. Yeah, I've been on here for almost 2 hours. I'm getting ready to get the hell out of here. A BV date. Red rum. Red rum. Here's Johnny. Damn bats. Had to do it at least once. Be enough of that. Late to the party. Got too much shit to do today. Yes, I agree. They are dangerous, but they can be very beautiful. Yeah. That's just like these snowstorms too, man. And you look and you see those, if you're fortunate enough to see those nice fields, those virgin snow fields, no tracks in it or anything yet, just nice flat field of snow, snow hanging off the trees, everything glistening. It is pretty cool. Got a haircut yesterday. It was starting to look like Jack Nicholson. Oh boy. Well, I've been in my little dungeon, my little studio dungeon here. I have no idea what's going on outside. Been on here for 2 hours, 1 minute, and 52 seconds. So, I think, methinks, I'm going to ramp it on up and get on out of here. Let you fine folks go. And hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll see you tomorrow night for Thirsty Thursday. Hopefully, I still got power. I don't mind being snowed in as long as the lights come on and the heater's running. Oh, man. For sure. All right. Well, I want to thank everybody for hanging out with me this afternoon, morning, whatever it is where you guys are. I'm going to go check on the snow situation, grab a little bite to eat, see what the wifey's watching on the TVs, and I will talk to you guys later. All right, guys. Again, thanks for hanging out with me. See you soon. Have a great day.